Welcome to Unk Mode. I am your evil Unk, Josiah Bola Hilaire. I am Unk, UNCLE, Uncle, Unk, UNC. This is Unk Mode. You know the rules of this shit. You have to be 30 and up to be considered an Unk. If you're in your 20s and shit, you're not an Unk. If you crybaby-ish, if you pussy-ish, get the fuck up out of here. This is not the party for you. We say what we mean what we say. We don't apologize. We will never apologize here. Never. What? No. All right, so we gotta talk about Dirty Diana real quick. So I was watching Gianni Grippo, aka Uncle Sexy, aka my alligator, aka the Italian demon, aka the hazel-eyed gator. Nicknames I created for Gianni years ago. So I was watching his story and his posts anonymously on social media, and let me just say it. I'm not buying his so-called relationship with Dirty Diana. He's making a serious mistake. And I'm telling you, I've actually been in long distance relationships myself. And I'm telling you, Grippo is making a serious mistake. Hi. She lives in Canada, him in Jersey. Both are head instructors. Except he's an instructor at Bodega Jiu-Jitsu in Jersey. She is a head instructor at Mitsu Studio in Montreal. If you really think that she's really gonna up and leave Canada for Grippo, you're mistaken. And I see the red flags in this so-called relationship. Let me tell you why. Number one, somebody has to uproot their shit and give up basically their lives. He's not gonna leave New Jersey for Canada, and she's not gonna leave Canada for New Jersey. Let's keep that 100. Both of them are the king and the queen at their respective gyms. Both are the top dogs at their respective gyms. I'm telling you this from experience. I've been on both sides. I'm telling you, if somebody has to uproot and leave their shit, it's gonna really seriously lead to resentment. For example, if he leaves New Jersey and relocates to Canada, he has to start over from scratch. Well, she doesn't have to. That's a red flag. Two, it's also going to be a language barrier because Grippo he's going to have to learn French. And then he has to deal with immigration and visa issues. Then Gianni has to market himself and prove to himself and others why he should be taken seriously as an elite black belt. That's a red flag. He's gonna leave behind his friends, his family, his community, his training partners. Basically everything that made him into an ADCC trials winner, an IBJJF no gi and gi world champion. He's not gonna do it. I'm telling you, Grippo's not gonna do it, and vice versa. Let's do Dirty Diana. Dirty Diana is not going to leave Canada for New Jersey. She's not going to do it. This is why. In Canada, she stands out. She's literally the face of Canadian grappling, the queen of Canadian grappling, the queen of BTT in Montreal, in Canada, excuse me, the queen of Mitsu Studios in Canada. She is an ADCC silver medalist. She's won different titles in both IBJJF. She's won titles in EBI, where she was a combat jiu-jitsu champion. Like Dirty Diana was even a who's number one champion. I know. I've studied her shit for years too. Dirty Diana, she's not gonna give up her coaches, her students, her autonomy, her freedom, her independence, her family, her friends. No, she's not gonna do it. And She doesn't need to, and this is why she's elite. Number one, two, she gets to call the shots. Um, in Canada, she's a standout. If she's, I'm telling you, if God forbid, and I hope to God she doesn't relocate, but if she do, and I hope to God she doesn't, she won't be a standout anymore. She's gonna be another black belt, and what's worse is that she's gonna be in Gianni's shadow, and she's gonna resent Gianni because he gets to keep his friends, his family. He gets to still be the top dog. She won't be the top dog. She literally gonna have to restart from scratch, rebrand herself, prove to herself and the community why she should be taken seriously as an elite black belt. And it's gonna mess her up psychologically. Because let me tell you, Jersey, Griffo gets to go to his friends and his family. She don't get to. His friends aren't her friends. Jersey, that's his domain. That's his world, not hers. Her friends and family are in Canada. And she's going to resent Gianni because he keeps everything and she loses everything. Okay, so I saw Dirty Diana's post on anonymously on social media too. I don't think she's a bad person. I really don't think so. I think she's the mistake in Gianni Grippo's life. I think she's the, and this is so fucked up to say, but it's the truth. And I'm happy that she's gonna be teaching and giving back to the community. That's cool and all. But I see things realistically. Gianni Grippo, he's making a serious mistake in this so-called relationship. I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it. And if anything goes wrong, I'm telling you, if one of them have to uproot their shit, it's going to seriously lead to resentment and bitterness. I'm telling you this because I've relocated from my ex-girlfriends, and they've relocated from. And what people don't tell you is that, what people really don't tell you is going to be a serious imbalance of power. If Grippo relocates to Canada, Dirty Diana has all the power. He doesn't have any power or say. He's in her world, in her domain. She's the queen. He's the prince. Vice versa. I hope to God Dirty Diana doesn't relocate. But if Dirty Diana, God forbid, I hope to God she doesn't relocate to Jersey. But if she do, he's the king. She's the princess. Grippo has all the power and the say. And if shit goes wrong, he gets to go on as if nothing happened. He gets to go on and live his life. She's gonna look stupid and she's gonna regret the decision of relocating because for something that really didn't work out in the long run. I'm telling you, I've actually experienced this with my ex-girlfriends. I'm telling you. I'm saying it. I'm gonna keep reporting on it because other people get to talk about Gianni's so-called relationship, and if they get to talk about it, I get to talk about it too. And two, I'm covered by the First Amendment, so I'm saying it. Gianni, you're making a mistake, man. And Dirty Diana. I'll tell you, Dirty Diana, man. Like, I'm really trying my best to like her, but I see through her, man. I really see through her, and like I'm telling you, Gianni making a serious mistake in this so-called relationship. I'm not buying it. I will never accept it. I see through it, and I'm the only one who sees through this shit because I have common sense and I've experienced this myself. And I'm sorry. I'm telling you, Gianni making a serious mistake. Like. I keep telling you, ain't shit wrong with me. Like I know what I'm looking at. And realistically, if she has to choose, if Dirty Diana has to choose between between her career and Grippo, she's gonna pick her career every time. She's gonna pick her autonomy, her independence, her freedom, her family, her friends over him every time. And vice versa. If Grippo had to choose between his career and Dirty Diana, he's going to pick his career, his autonomy, his freedom, his independence, etc. over her. I'm telling you, like, I keep telling you, like Dirty Diana. First of all, she's not a squatter. She's a mistake. Um, I see through it, man. I'm telling you, I see through it, and we're gonna keep reporting on this shit. And I'm gonna say, Gianni, you're making a serious mistake in your so-called relationship. But go and support Gianni Grippo. He's working on his wrestling and his takedowns. So I've done judo as a child and jiu-jitsu, boxing, karate, etc. Um, I can tell you, Gianni has an uphill battle in regards to his wrestling and his takedowns. I've seen him do takedowns over the years. I've seen it, but because Gianni's a guard puller, and because he's adding wrestling late in his career, um he's going in there with elite wrestlers, with cats, young cats who've been wrestling since childhood. Um, Gianni's wrestling is more reactive. It's not proactive. He's not dictating the pace, and that's the issue. And his wrestling is still a weakness. That's the truth. But at least he's working on it and he's trying. I hope to God that Gianni Grippo wins ADCC Worlds. I hope to God that Grippo really wins ADCC Worlds in Poland. Now, my ex girlfriend, my second ex girlfriend, she does not like Grippo, and she really thinks that he has a higher chance of losing to either Diego Pato, Josh Cisneros, Owen Jones, um, Dorian Olivares, you get Hene, or even fucking Fabricio Andre. No, my ex girlfriend, she actually has a background in folk and freestyle wrestling, so she knows a two or a two or excuse me, she knows a thing or two about wrestling. Um, and she even said that it's gonna take years for Grippo to like master takedowns in wrestling, and because I showed her, I showed her Grippo wrestling, and she thought it was sloppy. She thought that his takedowns wasn't like timed enough. It wasn't good enough, kind of thing. Um, so she does not like Grippo, and she thinks Grippo's gonna lose. No, this is the fucked up part. She really likes Dirty Diana, which I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised she likes Dirty Diana, and she's rooting for Dirty Diana. It's not that I'm not rooting for Dirty Diana. It's just I see through her. But yeah, Grandpa's making a serious mistake in his so-called relationship. I hope to God that he wakes up and sees that. I hope to God that he wins ADCC Worlds in Poland. I ain't got else to say. I'm getting the hell up out of here. If you enjoyed this episode, great. If you don't enjoy this episode, I don't give a fuck. Okay, this is about me. Okay, this is about me. And I'm finna say what the fuck I want to say. I'm out of here. Peace. I'm out of here for real. I'm out. Peace.